Hello, everybody, and welcome to the start of Week 2 of Season 9 of the Ssbl Chicken Sandwich coming at you. And we're jumping right into the action. Bombers and the Skulls of Rock. Virgil Niblet on the mound for the Skulls, looking for some revenge. His first career start in the major leagues is against his former team. Tough jump there by Hecker, and he can't get the throw off in time, so runner will reach. I'll go down as a base hit, as that was a jumping attempt there by the third baseman. Hard hit ball, Fran Welder with the diving stop, goes to second, not in time, and everyone is safe, and that one gets away from Ramos, but no one advances. The defense we have talked so highly about in spring training in Week 1 being a bit flimsy here in the opening goings here against the Bombers. Kniffy Jr. up to the plate now. He pops this one up into left field. Galileo Cat is there for out number 1. And here comes Murph Kelly. This one to third base side flip. Hecker up with it. The throw is going to be in time. Gets Kelly by a couple of steps, but runners at second and third now for Albert Pujols. A chance here for the Bombers to strike first. Pujols fouls the first pitch back. 0-1. Inside 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Lots of speed on the bases here for the Bombers, but it doesn't matter as Pujols gets rung up there. Niblet gets out of the jam, doesn't surrender a run. We'll go bottom of the first. We'll see Dice K for the first time in a Bombers uniform. He was acquired this offseason from the Overdrafts. In his first pitching debut here in the Epic Conference, Fran Welder 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout to start things off from Dice K. This one popped up into left at the track, or just in front of it is Hugh, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Bombers deciding to break out the black threads once again here in Season 9. It's been a long time since they've done so. Alicia Kim, a 1-1 count. Swing and miss there, 1-2. And strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. A 1-2-3 inning for Dice K. And we'll go to the top of the second. Lexi Luther, Pula, and Ferris Irons due up. 1-2 to Lexi Luther. That one misses. 2-2. Fouled back. Swing and a miss. Niblet strikes out another. Now through to Dam Armstrong Hula. Gets ahead in the count 2-1. Inside 2-2. Grounder. Diving stop by Shaw. The throw is going to be not in time. Hula beats him out by a step. Bombers peppering the infield, making the Skulls defense work, and it's worked out for them so far. 1-on-1 out now for Ferris Irons, who's ahead in the count 2-0. Fouled back 2-1. That's a hopper to Welder, and he'll go 4-6-3 for the Dragons special. Took a step back, let it one hop to him, and sends us to the bottom of the second. 4, 5, and 6 do it for the Skulls. Dice K, only 9 pitches needed in that first inning. One and one. This one into left. Is that one deep enough? It misses! Just ekes over the wall in left field, and the Skulls take the lead. 3:52 to left field, and it's 1-0. Carlos Ramos sneaking one over the wall. Buddy Moon to the plate, another former Bomber. Had himself an excellent debut against the High Rollers in that loss in week 1. Had a home run, had 3 of the 5 RBIs for the Skulls that game. Has a full count here against Dice K. And Buddy Moon will draw a walk, so first 2 runners have reached, and here's Jose Meja. This one's popped into center. Tracking that one is Diamonds. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Flip Pecker to the plate. Had the misplay at third earlier in the game, but didn't come back to haunt him. He grounded a short, fair science to Britton. Britton to Luther, the Dragon special. The solo shot gets the Skulls the lead, 1-0 going into the top of the third. 9-1-2, do it for the Bombers. It's a 3-0 count here for Diamonds. Swings at 3-0, fouls it off. This one into the stands. Full count now for Niblet. And that's ball 4. Diamonds will be aboard with a leadoff walk. Sends us back to the top of the order, Graham Britton. That one's in there, 2-1 the count. And they're going to catch Diamonds in a rundown. He was going. And Ramos will apply the tag, 1 away. That one's called a strike, and a swing and a miss. Bombers not doing themselves any favors, being kind of sloppy here. And 2 down now in the top of the third. This one's up the middle, but Shaw ranges over, makes a nice catch. A nice scoop up, I should say, and throws to first in time for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. 8-9-1, due up for the Skulls.
The catcher, number 21.
0-2 to Mannequin. That one misses. And that one's up the middle. Mannequin will be aboard with a leadoff single. Brings up Kip Shaw Jr. Swings at the first pitch, but this will be foul. Fouls off another one. 0-2. This one's a slow roller. Irons goes to second for 1. Can't turn 2. Too slow of a developing play. They do get the lead runner to reset the order here. Fran Welder. He struck out to start things off. Runner is going. The throw is going to be not in time, and a runner in scoring position now for the Skulls. That one's fouled off. 2-2 here for K. Looking for strikeout number 3. That one's fouled off. And that one's in there. Strike 3. Another one for K. And the second one for Welder. And here comes Galileo Cat. 2 outs, a runner in scoring position. Cat 0 for 1 so far. Swing and miss there. 0-2. Swing and a miss. K gets out of the inning, keeping it a 1-0 game. We go to the top of the fourth. Ken Iffy Jr., Murph Kelly, and Albert Pujols do up for the Bombers. Virgil Niblet locked in here. 2-hit surrender to walk, 3 strikeouts through 3 innings. This one's high and deep into left center. Back it goes. Doesn't have enough. It's off the top of the wall. That one got Bengata'd, but Kenneffy Jr. will have himself a leadoff double to start off the top of the 4th. Just needed a foot more on that one. A tie and run in scoring position now for Murph Kelly. Fouls off the first pitch. Niblet staying locked in. This one is flared to third. Hecker makes the nice snag for out number 1. And that brings up Albert Pujols. Another opportunity for him with runners in scoring position. Struck out the first time. One and one the count to Pujols. Curveball called strike 2. 1-2 the count. A slow grounder to first. Ramos ranges over, flips it to Niblet, who steps on the bag in time for round number 2. Iffy Jr. advances to third, but 2 outs now for Lexi Luther. Tie and run 90 feet away. Foul ball, 1-2 the count. Gutsy take there, but it makes it 2-2. Fouls off another one. High full count now. And that one's hit hard into right, and that one is going to be off the wall. And Lexi Luther has tied things up with an RBI single into right field. Close play there. Buddy Moon was tracking it nicely, but couldn't quite get to it as it hit the wall. Makes it 1-1 here in the top of the 4th now. Pula to the plate. Singled her last time up. That one's foul. It's a 1-2 count here. That one's hit hard, but just misses the bag. It's foul. Swing and a miss. She goes after the high fastball and comes up empty. Bombers tied up, make it 1-1 going to the bottom of the 4th. Kim Ramos and Buddy Moon do up for those Skulls here. That one finds his own, a 2-1 count here to Kim. She fouls off the next pitch, 2-2. Rounder to the third, Pujols with the diving stop. He's up, the throw is in time. Nice play by Pujols there at the hot corner, retiring the leadoff batter. That brings up the home run hitter Ramos, who eked one over the left field wall. 1-1 the count to Ramos. He grounds this one to first. Luther will take it herself for out number 2. And that brings up Buddy Moon. To get a hit against his former team, 1-1. Fouls that one off. That one runs just inside 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Dice K rings him up there. And we'll head to the top of the 5th. Irons, Diamonds, and Britton do up for the Bombers here. Niblet starting off the top of the 5th. 68 pitches. 4 hits, a walk, earned run, 4 Ks through 4. That one's fouled off. A 1-2 count now to Irons. That one's up the middle under the glove of Niblet. And Irons will have himself a leadoff single. Danny Diamonds to the plate. And he goes up the middle, back-to-back singles for the Bombers. Put 2 aboard and nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Wonder how long the leash is on Virgil Niblet as the Bombers get back to the top of the order. Niblet's going to stay in here. Still neutral. But the pitch count's starting to get to him a bit. But heading the count 0-2 to Graham Britton. Takes it there, 1-2. And strike 3 called. Britton gets rung up there. A big first out there for Niblet. Brings up Nick Hugh Jr. 0 for 2 today. Does have contact versus right. He's grounded to short. Kipshaw Jr. to Welder. Welder to first. A Dragon special. Niblet gets out of another jam, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-1 here. Jose Meja to start things off. Dice K's locked in. A chopper, a diving attempt there by K, not really necessary as Britton backs it up nicely for out number 1. LePecker 0 for 1, fouls the first pitch back. Oh, 2. The grounder to first. Luther barehands it, flips it to K in time for out number 2. Now bring up Kevin Mannequin. And Mannequin puts this one into center field. Back it goes. Diamonds tracks it at the wall. Diamonds robs it! Diamonds robs Kevin Mannequin of a solo home run to straightaway center field and keeps it a 1-1 game. What a play by Diamonds in center. Be sure to mark that one down as first pitch swinging from Iffy grounds it to third in time to Ramos for round number 1. Now bring up Murph Kelly. Niblet back to locked in. And that one is up the middle, just out of the reach of the second baseman. He tried, but came up just short. And that will knock the mojo right back down. And that will do it for Niblet. Goes 5 1/3, 7 hits, an earned run, a walk, and a handful of strikeouts. Does fairly well against a former team. And now hands it over to the Skulls bullpen. Aaron Santea takes the ball. And gets a pop-up from Pujols into right field. And that's out number 2. That brings up Lexi Luther. A lone run driven in for the Bombers so far in this one. First pitch swing, slow grounder to Welder. Easy play for him for round number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, still 1-1. 9-1 and 2 due up for the Skulls here. Kipshaw Jr., the legacy man. The few legacies left here on the Skulls, as that was their MO for a few seasons, but Buzz Yellow sold off to the overdrafts last season. I can't remember if he was then sold off this offseason to someone else as he gets rung up there. Back to the top of the order, Fran Welder, 3rd time through. Been a strikeout victim both times. At 2-1. Swing and a miss there. 2-2. Swing and a miss! Mojo down for Welder as we advance to Galileo Cat. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And an 0-2 count here to Cat. Doesn't chase high. But swings and misses there. The 8th strikeout for K brings us to the top of the 7th. Deadlocked at 1 still here. Bottom of the order do it for the Bombers. 7, 8, and 9. Hula to lead things off here. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. Takes a first pitch strike from Santea. And swing and miss there. A K for Santea. 1 away brings up Ferris Irons. Hot grounder to Ramos. He fields it cleanly, steps on the bag himself for out number 2. And that will bring up Danny Diamonds. Has reached both times to the plate so far today. A walk and a single, but will be retired here as a ground out 3rd to 1st sends us to the bottom of the 7th. Kim, Ramos, and Moon due up. Starting off the bottom of the 7th at 72 pitches, facing off against Kim here. Kay gets ahead 0-2 in the count. Screwball low, doesn't chase, 1-2. Swing and a miss! Another strikeout for Kay. I believe that's his 9th. Brings up Ramos, 1 for 2. Has the home run that has the run on the board for the Skulls. And he puts one up into center field. That's going to be a base hit. A 1-out single for the Skulls will bring up Buddy Moon. Just the 3rd hit allowed so far tonight from Dice K. 2 of them being to Ramos, and the other one to Kevin Manikin. Kevin Manikin almost had a 2nd of his own. And Moon jammed there, but fouls it off. Remains a 1-2 count. Popped up into left field, and Ferris Irons will be back there to make the catch for round number 2. And here is Jose Meja, 0 for 2 so far. One is foul, makes it a 1-2 count. Tough out activated for Meja. Swing and a miss! Double-digit Ks for K, and we'll head to the top of the 8th. Still 1-1 here. Top of the order due up for the Bombers. Santea's locked in. 1 2/3 clean so far. Behind the count 3-0 to Graham Britton, though. Britton swings 3-0, fouls it off. Count comes full. This one is blooped into right center. That's over the head of Welder at 2nd, and that's a leadoff single for Graham Britton. Nick Hugh Jr. to the plate, tense after hitting into the Dragons special last time he was up. Mojo down for Santea, back down to neutral as the pressure building here in a 1-1 game here in the top of the 8th. That's hit hard, but right to Buddy Moon. He makes the catch for round number 1. Here's Ken Iffy Jr. Runner going, and the throw is in plenty of time for out number 2. And grounded to Welder in time for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Hecker, Manikin, and Kip Shaw Jr. due up for the Skulls here. Towering foul ball, a 1-2 count to Hecker. Grounded to short. Irons with the diving stop. The throw is going to be in time. Nice play by Irons for round number 1. Here is Manikin, 1 for 2. Had the home run robbed from him by Diamonds the last time he was up to the plate. Puts another charge in this one, but not quite deep as the last one is much easier play for Danny for out number 2. And Kip Shaw Jr. will get pulled in favor of his father. A chance to show the young gun what's done, and he bloops one into left. He's aboard. So the go-ahead run on base for the Skulls in Kip Shaw. And Shaw will get pulled in favor of a pinch runner, Benjamin Botley, and Dice K's day is done in favor of Cassiopeia Ducato. So a big moment here, Fran Welder, 0 for 3 intense. A trio of strikeouts, but Cassiopeia can't find the zone. It's a 2-0 count. That one finds his own 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Big payoff pitch here. Fouled back, will do it again. Swing and a miss! Cassiopeia strikes out Welder, his 4th K of the night, and will head to the top of the 9th, still 1-1. Part of the order due up for the Bombers. Can they get something through Santea? They've only mustered a base hit since he's come into the game. 2 2/3 innings pitched and a strikeout. He's back to locked in. 2-1 the count to Murph Kelly. And that's a liner up the middle. That one gets by the shortstop and is going to roll into the gap all the way to the track. Murph Kelly's at second and will stay put there with a leadoff double. Go ahead run in scoring position now for the Bombers, and it's Albert Pujols coming to the plate. Santea knocked back down to neutral. First pitch ball outside. This one's into right. That one is going to be caught by Moon. Moon making a couple of great plays in right field with a couple of shoestring catches for outs. Kelly stays put at second. So it's 1 on, 1 out now for Lexi Luther, who has an RBI so far on the day. That's a 2-0 count to Luther. That one's low, 3-0. They might just put her aboard with third base open. That one does find the zone, 3-1. Pressure all the way up here. And that one finds the zone. It's a full count. Luther connects with that one. It's going to be into the gap as well. Galileo Cat cuts it off, but runner's going to round third, head for home, and the Bombers take a 2-1 lead. Lexi Luther coming in with another RBI single, and the Bombers have the first lead of the game. And it's going to be another... Oh, she's going to beat it out, but lead runner looked like that was going to be another 4-6-3 Dragon special off of letting it hop. And that's going to be a base hit for Irons up the middle. So that's put 2 on, 2 out now for the Bombers, and it's going to bring Danny Diamonds to the plate. And he will stay in. Fouled back, a 1-1 count here for Diamonds. This one is flipped into right, and a diving stop by Botley, but it gets down. Runner's headed for home. The throw is not in time, and the run will score. It's 3-1. A Bomber special by the true definition, just out of the reach of Benjamin Botley, who came in for Fran Welder. He couldn't quite track it down, and Diamonds has himself an RBI single. This one's grounded to Ramos. The throw is in time for out number 3, so the Bombers played a pair, make it a 3-1 ball game going into the bottom of the 9th. Kat, Kim, and Ramos do up for the Skulls here, facing off against Cassiopeia. Cat tense 0 for 3 today. This one's up the middle, a slow roller. Irons closes on it, flips it to first in time for out number 1. And here's Alicia Kim to the plate. This one, oh, a nice play by Luther for out number 2. And the last hope for the Skulls tonight is Carlos Ramos, who's had himself a decent night. 2 for 3, a home run and a single. 2-1 the count. This one, oh, Graham Britton robs it, and the Bombers take this one 3-1. A fantastic game here in Bengata, and the Bombers sneak out a 3-1 victory over the Skulls. 3 runs off of 12 hits for the Bombers, and 1 run off of 4 hits for the Skulls. Multi-hit games for Britton and Luther, Irons and Diamonds. Luther probably getting an MVP consideration as she has both 2 of the 3 RBIs on the night for the Bombers. Fran Welder 0 for 4, 4 strikeouts, not what you want to see from your leadoff hitter. Ramos with a pair of hits, and then Mannequin and Kip Shaw with hits as well. Win goes to Cassiopeia. She pitches 1 1/3 and gets a strikeout. Kay gets a tough no decision. 1 earned off of 4 hits, 1 solo shot, 10 strikeouts to 1 walk, and 7 2/3. Niblett does pretty good in his debut. 1 earned off of 5 1/3, 7 hits, walk, but 5 strikeouts. Loss will go to Santea. 2 earned and 3 1/3, and Weber gets the final out of the game. And it's Dice K with Carlos Ramos and Virgil Niblett. Nowhere to be seen for Lexi Luthor. But that is, well, it doesn't really matter that much for the majors anyway. So, but those are your MVPs, and that will do it for game number 1. We're going to go to Swagger Center next for the Gauchos and the Knights coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch. Here we go, game number 2. We've got the Gauchos and the Knights. Gauchos coming off a 2-1 win over the Lumberjacks from last week. Knights licking their wounds after a beating from the Retrievers 12-1. We've got Scrappy Slay, and that one's by the second baseman, so leadoff runner already aboard here for the Gauchos. Samir Tailwind to the plate. Bunch of new faces for this Knights organization. A lot of younger guns working their way up into the majors, starting to age into some better traits and better stats. Probably be a rough year this year for the Knights, but Season 10 could be a big upswing for them along with some of the other expansion teams. Excited to see what the Liberty does this week. They can continue to show off some strong stuff as they will face off against the Vikings this week, and it's an off the glove of Penelea Vodka. Not known for her fielding there at second. She does have a strong bat, but runners already at the corners for the Gauchos, and it's Jay Watt to the plate. And Jay Watt puts this one into the gap. That's going to roll to the wall, and that will clear the bases, and the Gauchos lead 2-0. RBI, 2 RBI triple for Jay Watt. He might be in for another long one. This one into right, doesn't have enough to get over the wall. It's off the top of it. Another run will score 3-0. Still without an out recorded here in the first. 1-2 the count to Athena Hex. Yeah, put Watt on the cycle watch. A triple is very hard in this ballpark, but he's got the hardest part done. And this is a Blooper into right, and that's going to get down. Another run will score. 4-0 Gauchos. They mean business here tonight. Still nobody out. Tough debut for Scrapper Slay. Not a B- pitcher if I remember the splash screen right, so not like they're throwing out like a Ryzen pitcher here, just the Gauchos jumping all over him tonight. A nice diving stop by Wesley Jacks. The throw is in time, and the Knights record an out. Slay with a four-seamer, a two-seamer, and a slider. Might benefit from either a curve or a changeup. Runner's headed for third. Oh, and Achman caught air mails that into left field, and it's 5-0. Yikes. Mubot believes in the Knights, but I'm not sure if anyone else does here. Vodka to Tony. Tony to Corey Hartz. Corey Hartz plays for the Serpents. And we're finally out of the top of the first inning. Wesley Jacks to lead things off against Cade 6 here. And that's going to be a strikeout to lead things off. Out of the banger, and he'll take it himself for round number 2. Two and two to Levi Booth, has been fouling off a few pitches. And he does so again. And again. And gets the strikeout there. And we'll head to the top of the second. 5-0 your score. This one's up the middle, base hit for Miranda Biscuit, I believe that is. We'll head back over to Samir Tailwind. Runner going, and throw is not in time. That's going to bomber special over the head of Vodka, and another run will score, making it 6-0. We took all the good game energy out in the first matchup, apparently. High fly ball into left center field at the warning track, and Booth has to catch it off the wall. The way he was playing it, I thought it was going to stay in the yard, but not quite. Runners at second and third now for Brutus Banger. Grounder to Harris. She flips it to Slay, gets the out, but a run does come across, 7-0. 8-0. You know what? I'm just going to preemptively turn on the double digits. just happened? Oh, a nice play by Tony there. But 8-0 going into the bottom of the second inning is not exactly it, Chief. Grounder to Billups. Out number 1. Two and 1 to Kenya Weast. And that one's through the left side. Runner aboard for the Knights for the first time tonight. And that one's through. Just sneaks fair. Biscuit throws it in. 2 on, only 1 out now for the Knights. And here's the big bat of Pinalea Vodka. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off. And a swing and a miss. K6, the veteran, gets the strikeout, 2 away. And here's a tense Ahmed Khan. Bad throw down to third last inning, but makes up for it. Puts this one into left, off the glove of Biscuit, and that will allow a run to score. Knights on the board now 8-1. I guess Ahmed Khan just likes left field. Stream died. Don't have any indications on my end that any. Oh, your stream lagged. Okay, cool. Rainier Wolfcastle, 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Hard hit ball foul. And that, oh, Brutus Banger gets that one to suck into his glove and get them out of the inning. 8-1 now the score going into the top of the third. Routed to Vodka, 1 away. Hard hit ball into center, and that's going to get down in front of Booth. One on, 1 out now for Neon Dion. Scrapper Slay. Just not a great line there. 7 earned, 10 hits, 2 1/3 innings, a walk. Just kind of gotten beaten up. Ooh, no rest for the weary. And hey, I was right about the double digits. .393 feet into left center, and the Gauchos are putting all kinds of hurt on the Knights tonight. And that will finally do it for Scrapper Slay. In comes Rex Roar. Biscuit takes a walk. Smear Tailwind 2 for 2, as singled both times. Full count. and misses there. So back-to-back walks issued for Rex Roar as he comes into the ball game. And here's Jay Watt. He's got the triple. He's got the double. That cycle watch is most definitely on. One-two count here for Watt. Tough out activated. Swing and a miss. Watt goes down. I'll bring up Brutus Banger. Three and one to Banger. Banger swings through that one. The count is full. Runner's going, and we'll do it again. And Banger puts one into center field. That will score a run and make it an 11-1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 2.
Ina Hex singles, and will bring home another run, 12-1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
Full count again, this time for Donier Colin. And Colin gets rung up there. We head to the bottom of the third. 12-1. Maybe a bit of a rougher season for the Knights than even I was thinking. Swing and a miss. Jax gets rung up again.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 12.
And back-to-back strikeouts now for 6, as that might be his 6th of the game. Fifth of the game. One and two now to Levi Booth. Misses 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 6 for Cade 6, and we'll go to the top of the fourth. 12-1 your score. 7, 8, and 9 do up for the Gauchos here. Ernie Steele looking for a base hit. Won't find it here. One away.
The shortstop, number 9.
I'm sure it's been about 15 to 20 minutes, and we're only in the 4th inning. Rigatoni deep in the hole, and the throw is in time. Nice play by Rigatoni there. And the Knights might hang the first 0 defensively tonight. Have to get by the home run hitter Neon Dion. And it looks like he will. Grounded to Jax in time, and it's a 0 up on the board. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th, still 12-1. Glover, Wiest, and Harris do up.
Designated hitter, number 53.
Ooh, off the glove of Banger, but he stays with it. It's to 6 in time for round number 1. And swinging a miss from Weist. Round number 2 brings up Corey Harris. 7 Ks for 6. Locked in, 3 hits allowed, an earned run in 3 2/3 innings of work. Pitch count a smidge high here for 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Up at 61 pitches now, but 6 getting the job done without a doubt. And gets us 8th strikeout of the night, and we head to the top of the 5th inning. Top of the order, a combined 6 for 9. Or 6 for 7. And that's going to be a base hit for Biscuit, her 3rd single of the night. Bob Murr coming in relief. One to the count to Tailwind, and Tailwind swings through that one. Murr gets the strikeout, one away. And here's another opportunity for Jay Watt to get closer to that cycle. You know, Gramps Elderberry had one last season. I can't remember if that was our 7th cycle or 8th cycle in SSBL history. At least in the major leagues. I know we've had at least 1 in the minors, maybe 2. Full count to Jay Watt. Tough out versus composed. Fouled off. High fly ball. This one's deep enough. Are we going to get that much closer to a cycle? We are! Jay Watt just needs a single for the cycle as that one is deposited into left field 364 feet. It's 14-1. Brutus Banger. Long time ago, a bomber. Was traded over, I think, in front of the season 6 trade deadline, if I remember. But he gets retired there. Athena Hex, a trio of singles for her today as well. She's locked in. Also 3 RBIs. Popped it up. Will it stay in play? It looks like it will. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Knights playing for silver linings here now. Trying to see what these young guns can get doing against a really strong pitcher. Get some good looks in. Put up some hits to kind of spring some hope for the future. One and 2 the count to Vodka. Rounded to first. Banger. Will take it himself, round number 1. Akman Khan still tens after hitting an RBI single. Swings through that one. 0-2 the count. Connects to that one. That one gets through just by the diving glove of Jay Watt. And that will bring the mojo up of Khan. Brings up Rainier Wolfcastle. 0 for 1 so far, and heading to count 3-0. We go back to the top of the order. Wesley Jacks looking for his first hit. 2 on, connects with that one right to Jay Watt and can't quite get the double play. Wolfcastle is able to get back just in the nick of time. Rigatoni 0 for 2 so far. Fouled back, 1 and 2. Tony fouling off everything thrown from 6, and finally swings and misses there. Another couple runners left stranded will head to the top of the 6th. 14-1 your score. Colin pops this one up into center field. Play is made by Levi Booth for round number 1. Ernie Steele might be the only Gaucho who hasn't recorded a hit tonight. Has gotten on base though with a walk. And connects with that one there off the glove of Tony. And Steele will find that base hit. One and 2 to Sophia Billups. Rounded to short. Tony to Vodka. Vodka in time for the Dragons special. Play to the bottom of the 6th. Booth, Glover, and Weiss do up. And Cade 6 can't quite go the full 6. He gets pulled in favor of Ashley Weber. We're with a 1-2 count here against Rick Glover, and he swings and misses there. Bring it Kenya Weiss. Two and 2. Foul. Full count now. Kenya Weiss up the middle, and he'll be aboard. Brings up Corey Harris, 1 for 2 so far. Swing and miss there, 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Weber gets a pair of strikeouts and sends us to the top of the 7th. 9, 1 and 2 do up here. Neon Dion with that 2-run home run that turned on the double digits. But he'll be retired. And here we go to the top of the order. Maybe the last time around here in the order. One last chance for Jay Watt. He's in the dugout right now. I believe he hits 3rd. Line shot to Tony. First time Biscuits retired tonight. 2-2 to Tailwind. And Tailwind will walk, and that will bring Jay Watt to the plate. Just needs a single to finish off a cycle. Facing off against Tallywags. 2-0 the count. And that one's grounded to Vodka. She makes the catch for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Jay Watt is denied the cycle for now. Will he get another chance? Seems unlikely, but we'll see what the Gaucho's offense can do. He makes a nice diving stop there, taking a single away. Round number 1. Ahmed Khan has fought his way out of tints with 2 singles and an RBI, the lone one coming across for the Knights tonight. And he'll connect with that one. That one's a bomber special. 3 base hits tonight for Ahmed Khan. And here, Wolfcastle backed up. One and 2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Weber. Bring us to the top of the order. Wesley Jacks one more time. Two and 2 to Jacks. Grounded to Watt in time at first, round number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 8th. Banger, Hex, and Colin do up. Banger with a 2-for-4 night, 3 RBIs. He connects that one into left. Get off runner aboard.
The third baseman, number 2.
Grounded to Vodka. Vodka to Tony. And that will be a Dragon special. Third one turned tonight by this Knights defense. And Tony makes the catch for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 8th, still 14-1. Gauchos have indicted a mercy rule of their own, I guess. Haven't scored in the last few innings. Jay Watt, one away. Mojo up for Weber. Ashley doing well. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. She's locked in. Probably won't last much longer with 40 pitches on the docket. And Booth will draw the walk.
Now batting, the designated hitter. Now pitching, number 54.
Bring in Jebediah Octagon. Trying to send us home here. Popped up into the left. Biscuits there for round number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 20.
And Luis grounded to Watt in time for Brutus Banger. And we are finally in the 9th inning. Time to send this one home. But don't forget, game number 3, High Rollers and Cyclones. Here right after this. High Rollers looking to continue the undefeated start to the season for the Epic Phenoms division. That division now is a combined 5-0 if the Bombers win. Grounded to Jax. In time, one away.
The shortstop, number 9.
Will J. Watt get another appearance? He is 5 batters away, I believe. Oh, Booth! Making sure that doesn't happen, catching that one off his shoelaces. And Dion grounding out. And we will not get a cycle here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. At least not in this game. Bottom of the 9th, Corey Harris, Penalea Vodka, and Ahmed Khan to close things out here for the Knights. Round to Hex, she backhands it, throw in time for round number 1.
The second baseman, number 43.
Oh no! Oh, of all the things to happen, that is not what you needed for the Gauchos. In a blowout game, Octagon. Extreme pain. I think he'll miss next week. I think that's only a 1-week injury, but have to double check. Boodle Starfire. And that will do it. The Gauchos decimate the Knights 14-1, scoring 12 runs in the first 3 innings. Everyone getting a hit tonight for the Gauchos, but Donier Colin doesn't even get on base. 0 for 5. Home runs from Watt and Dion. And only 6 hits, 3 of them from Ahmed Khan, 2 of them from Weist. A lot of strikeouts. Paid 6 with the win, 1 earned through 5 1/3. Weber goes 2 clean. 3 strikeouts, 2 hits. Octagon gets hurt, but had a good outing. Starfire getting the final out. Slay got rocked. Roar didn't do well. Murr did slightly better. And Wags actually finished off fairly clean. MVPs J. Watt, Brutus Banger, and Athena Hex. That's going to do it for game number 2. Game number 3, High Rollers and Cyclones. Coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch. And here we go, final game of the night. High Rollers at the Cyclones. Toy Ariano versus Austin Floston on the mound for the High Rollers. Ariano, a sneaky good pitcher last season. Let's see if I can track down his stats right quick. Pitching pivot, as that's out number 1. Let's see. So, Ariano last season, 3 earned through 24 2/3. A 1.09 ERA to go along with a 1.135 whip. 28 strikeouts as he rings up that batter there to 7 walks on the season. A 10.21 Ks per 9. Very, very strong pitcher, but that one's hit hard into left field. Back it goes, doesn't have enough. That one is gone! A missile into left field, and the High Rollers strike nearly instantaneously 1-0.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
But a nice play by Rose gets him out of the inning. And we'll head to the bottom of the first, 1-0. Bean Machine to lead things off, and Austin Floston on the mound. Floston, a pretty good pitcher in his own right. 9 earned runs through 26 innings pitched. A 3.12 ERA. 22 strikeout to 4 walks. A 1.154 whip and 7.6 Ks per 9. As that is hit range for out number 1. Brings up Tyrese Rose. Two and two, the count, fouled off by Rose. Swing and a miss. Floston gets the K. 2 away. And here's the big bat of Jet County. Slow roller to Woolley. Woolley the throw just in time for number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Floston. And we'll go to the top of the second. Graff, Ollie, and Beltran do up for the mirror. Round to the third, Rose. Throw in time for round number 1. I'll bring up blind Ollie. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2 now the count. Alma just misses. Full count now. And a high fly ball deep into center field. Back it goes. And that one is gone off the big rock in center field. And it's 2-0 High Rollers. A monster shot, 465 feet. And the High Rollers lead 2-0. I guess you can leave it up to the commentator's curse for Ariano. He had 1 home run given up all of last season, and he's gotten 2 here against the High Rollers. Does get the strikeout for round number 2. One and 2 to a gust of wind. And strike 3 called. A gust of wind sits down. But another run on the board for the High Rollers. 2-0 as we enter the bottom of the second. Woods, Yoshida, and Kelly do up.
The shortstop, number 7.
Right back to the mound. Floston scoops it to range in time for round number 1. Two and 1 to Yoshida, a former Gaucho. Came over last season. And he hits this one past the diving glove of Woolley, and he'll be aboard with a 1-out single. Brings up Doug Kelly. Had a good opening day against the Bombers. Had a home run off of Maury Summer. Runner is going. The throw is going to be in plenty of time. Round number 2, Carlita Beltran with the caught stealing. Grounded to third. Ollie in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Top of the third now, 2-0 the score still. 9-1 and 2 for the High Rollers. Two and 2. Swing and a miss from Rodriguez. That brings us back to the top of the order. Mary Stone. 4 strikeouts, though, tonight for Ariano already. But both his hit surrendered have left the building. That brings up Wally Woolley. Chance for a 1-2-3 inning here for Ariano. One's foul, 1 and 2. Curveball misses. That one's put into left field, and Woolley will be aboard. 2-out single. And that brings up Dekamori. And I believe, if I'm remembering last week correct, that is maybe her first career hit in the SSBL, a home run. Dekamori was an absolute mad woman in the minor leagues last year. She was fantastic for the Diamond Jacks, but she grounds out here to end the inning. A 0 up on the board, still 2-0. Down to the bottom of the third, O'Brien, Lames, and Chungus among us for the Cyclones. Oh, and 2 the count to Mitchell O'Brien. Swing and a miss. Floston locked in, 2 Ks through 2 1/3, a hit given up. And he gets another one there. Jabron Lames goes down swinging. And that brings up Among Us. And that's striking out the side there for Floston. And we're to the top of the fourth, 2-0 the score. Max Range to lead things off. Full count now for Range. Grounded to third, Rose. Rose in time for round number 1. I'll bring up Polygraph. And Graff puts this one into the gap. That's going to roll to the wall. And Graff will have herself a 1-out double. And here's Blind Ollie. He crushed one into straightaway center field last time. It started off with a called strike there. Bounce off the next pitch, 0-2. Flared foul, but County in foul territory makes the catch, round number 2. And I'll bring up Carlita Beltran. First pitch swinging into left. Back goes Lanes. He's at the track and makes the catch for round number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Machine, Rose, and County do up. I want to thank you all for tuning in to this stream of the SSBL here for day 1 of week 2. Don't forget to turn to ESTV later this week to watch the ESTV game of the week. The Dragons and the Retrievers battling things off, a rematch of the second round of the Heroic Conference playoffs. And be sure to give our friends at Ssbl Popcorn a visit. Use code SSBL for a discount. As that's another strikeout for Floston. 4 in a row for him. 5 Ks on the night. Tyrese Rose to the plate. Behind 0-2. Grounder. Woolley backhands it. The throw is not in time. The arm on Woolley, not what it used to be. So runner aboard now for Jet County. 1-1. Swings through that pitch. 1-2. Swing and a miss. County goes down 2 away. And that brings up Timber Woods. And Woods connects with that one, puts it down to the center field. Runner's going to head for third. That might be a mistake. Rocket Rodriguez has a good arm. The throw is not in time. And the Cyclones have runners at the corners now for Kazuto Yoshida. A chance to cut into this deficit. Boston still locked in, though, but facing his first jam of the evening. This one's a high fly ball into left field. Back at the track is Mary Stone, and she'll make the catch route number 3. A loud third out there, just about 5 or 6 feet short of the wall, and we'll go to the top of the 5th, still 2-0 in favor of the High Rollers. Wanting track power there for the Cyclones, just missing out on taking the lead there by a few feet. A gust of wind to lead things off here. 3-1 from Ariano. Ground ball, Yoshida with a nice scoop. In time for round number 1. Nice play by Yoshida. Not letting that one get by him. Mojo up for Ariano. Despite giving up the early home runs, he's still locked in. Facing off against Rocket Rodriguez here. Diving stop by County. Throw to Ariano's in time for round number 2. Cyclones playing some nice defense here in this inning. Still only a 2-run game. Both those home runs were solo shots. So by no means out of reach yet for the Cyclones. They've had opportunities, couldn't quite capitalize on them, but that one is through for Mary Stone, and the mojo is down for Ariano. Wally Woolley back up. 1 on, 2 out. Stone back in time. Curveball finds zone there for a called strike. Ariano very concerned about Stone over at first. Rightfully so, she's got a lot of speed. But Machine behind the plate has a good amount of arm. There she goes. The throw to second is not going to be in time. A stolen base for Mary Stone. She's in scoring position now, and it's a 3-1 count to Woolley. Rounder, but stays foul. Count is full. And that will be ball 4. Wally Woolley will take a walk. 2 on, 2 out now for Sane Dekamori. Chance to break things open for the High Rollers here. First pitch swinging, though, pops it up into right field. And O'Brien is there. Just under the cherry blossom for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Kelly to lead things off with O'Brien and Lames right behind him. Cyclones trying to sustain some offense here. Only 3 hits off of Floston so far through 4. 6 strikeouts for him. He's locked in. Ooh, hard hit ball, but foul there by Kelly. 1 and 2. Another one fouled off. And that one is going to get down. That's going to hit. Oh, no. What? Oh, I thought that hit chalk. That one's called foul by the umpire, and he gets rung up there. call that heavily benefits the High Rollers. That was going to be extra bases, as that was going to roll into the corner. But instead, it's a strikeout, one away here in the bottom of the fifth. And O'Brien goes down swinging, 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Floston. He's in a groove, 8 Ks. Fouled back, a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Floston strikes out the side again. We'll go to the top of the 6th, still 2-0. 4, 5, 6 do it for the High Rollers. That's up the middle for Max Range, a leadoff single. Ariano can't seem to stay locked in. As soon as he gets it, he loses it. Brings up Polygraph now. Finds zone there, 2-1. One misses, 3-1. Albiel walks, so 2 aboard now for the High Rollers. With nobody out, might be the end of the night for Ariano. He stays in the game to face off against Blind Ollie. Got to get out of this jam here. And that one's a high fly ball into right. Doesn't have enough. O'Brien tracking back, and he's going to make the catch at the track for out number 1. Runner will tag up, go to third now. Runners at the corners for the High Rollers. And that's Carlita Beltran. First pitch swing fouled back. Two and one the count for Carlita. 3-1. That one's in there. The count is full. And she fouls it back. We'll do it again. This one into left. Tracking it is Jabron Lames. He makes the catch, round number 2. He's got a decent arm. Runner's going. The throw of the plate is in time! Jabron Lames keeps it a 2-0 game with a fantastic throw from left field.
The center fielder, number 47.
Chungus Among Us to lead off the bottom of the 6th here. Trying to keep Floston from getting on fire. He's got to be close to it. And that's strikeout number 10 for Floston. We'll head back to the top of the order. Bean Machine 0 for 2. Fouled back. It's an 0-2 count. Grounder to short. Woolley, the throw in time for round number 2. I'll bring up Tyrese Rose. Two and one. Grounded to third. Ollie's up. The throw is in time. Another 1-2-3 inning for Floston. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. Still 2-0 here. Augusta Wynn, Rocket Rodriguez, and Mary Stone do it for the Rollers. Grounded to Woods. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 37.
1-1 now to Rocket Rodriguez. Misses. This one is, just past the diving glove of Timber Woods. He'll be aboard, and that once again knocks the mojo down on Ariano, but he's staying in the game at 95 pitches. Runner is going, and that will, be in time! Bean Machine with a big second out there on the caught stealing, gunning down Rodriguez. And Stone pops this one into left. Lames is there for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Time running thin for the Cyclones. Still a 2-0 game. County, Woods, and Yoshida due up.
Number 29.
Austin Flosson has just been just short of unhittable. Only 3 hits through 6. 10 strikeouts. But behind 3-0 to Jet County. Curveball finds his own 3-1. Oh, swung at ball 4 there. Big favor there from County. Fouls off the next pitch. Remains a full count. And swinging again at ball 4. Pops it up. Carbila Beltran scoops it up. Says thank you very much for round number 1.
Shortstop. Number 7.
Timber Woods. Behind 0-2 now. Fouls that one off. 1-2 still. Swing and a miss, and there's the mojo up for Floston. He'll be on fire now, facing off against Yoshida. 11 strikeouts on the night. And Yoshida into left. That one is deep. That one is caught by Mary Stone for out number 3. Just short of the wall once again for the Cyclones. They've put 2 over there in left field that have fallen about 5 feet short. Ariano's night is done. 7 innings, 2 earned, 2. And just those 2 home runs giving up the difference here. Nori Aru comes in relief. Grounder to County.
The second baseman. Number 24.
Here's Dekamori. She homered her first at-bat. It sure felt like it was gone. It kind of died there. 2-2 to Dekamori, and that one is, a tough dive by Rose. Kind of ate him up there. She'll be safe. Puts the runner aboard now for max range. Two and 2. And range puts that one way out of range. And the High Rollers may have put this one out of range. A 2-run shot makes it 4-0 here in the 8th inning. 433 feet into left field.
Now batting, the right fielder.
3 home runs tonight by the High Rollers. And making it a 4-0 ball game.
Now batting, the third baseman. Number 40.
A walk given up brings up blind Ollie now. 1 on, 1 out. Ollie already with a home run tonight, and Aru has no idea where these pitches are going. Back-to-back walks given up now. Carlita Beltran to the plate. Oh my, almost hit her. And that's up in the middle. That's a base hit. Runner is going to stay put at third, and the bases will be loaded.
Now batting, the designated hitter. Number 5.
Grounded to Yoshida. Yoshida to Woods. Woods back to counting for the Dragon special. But 2 more runs come across on the home run. Makes it 4-0. As we into the bottom of the 8th.
The designated hitter, number 14.
And Floston go the distance here with the CGSO. That pitch count's awful high. I'm not sure if he'll be able to do it, but he is on fire, so we shall find out. 0-2 to Kelly. And Kelly strikes out looking. Check swing, but it was in the zone, 1 away. A dozen strikeouts now for Floston. Make it a baker's dozen.
Now back, the left fielder, number 19.
Now a 1-2 count to Jabron Lames, who is tense. And strike 3 called. 14 strikeouts for Austin Floston. And we head to the top of the 9th. 4-0 High Rollers. Let's see, 14 strikeouts divided by 24 outs. He struck out 58% of his outs tonight. And Nori still has no idea where his pitches are going. But he will be heading to the bench now, and Donald McDonaldson will come in. This one is going to bomber special into center field in front of Among Us. So 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the 9th. High Rollers looking for the cherry on top. And that is the cherry on top. Woolley puts it to the wall. That will clear the bases, makes it 6-0 High Rollers.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 24.
Grounder to Rose. Up with it in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
2-1 now to Max Range. Infield played in, rightfully so. A nice play there. Timber Woods to Jet County in time for round number 2.
Number 20.
Brings up Polygraph with 2 outs. And she will draw a walk.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
2 on, 2 out. Grounded to Woods. And that will do it for the top of the 9th. We go bottom. Cyclones need 6 to tie, 7 to win, 9-1-2 do up a combined 1-4-7.
Now pitching, number 15.
Floston gets pulled in favor of Dub Mars. Didn't quite have the leftover juice needed to go for the CGSO, but 14 strikeouts. Absolutely disgusting. And the strikeouts don't stop there as Among Us goes down.
The catcher, number
No, I don't know offhand, but that may be a single-person strikeout record. Unless I'm just forgetting something. I know Zelda Narwhal struck out a lot of Liberty players on that one crazy game where Liberty came back and won that one. 14 from a single player? I can't remember. I mean, it would have to have been in the last season or two with this new patch. And all it comes down to Tyrese Rose, 1 for 3 tonight. Two and two. And strike 3 called. And that is how the cookie crumbles. 6-0 your final score. A dominating performance by the High Rollers. 12 hits. Everyone but Augusta Wind reaching a home run derby. 3 home runs for them. Words. Dekamori, Range, and Ollie all going yard. They combined had almost all of the RBIs. Wooly with that late RBI double with the others. 3 hits from the Cyclones. Rose, Woods, Yoshida. 16 strikeouts. Sombreros from the bottom of the order. 14 strikeouts for Floston. 8 innings pitched. Only 3 hits. That is absolutely horrendous. Dub Mars puts up 2 more strikeouts in an inning of work. A tough luck loss goes to Ariano. He does really well. 2 earned through 7. That's a quality start no matter how you slice it. 7 hits, a couple of walks, 4 strikeouts, but those 2 home runs. Aru giving up 3 in an inning, and Donaldson 1 more with an inning. Nothing but high rollers on the MVP list. Floston, Range, and Wooly taking those honors. And that will do it for day number 1 here of week 2. I believe the commissioner has the call tomorrow for day number 2. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you next time, everyone. Have a good night.